Welcome, my friends, to another day of yoga with Jason G. Hi, my name is Jason G. And today we're going to begin with a nice little yoga practice, Hatha Yoga Level 1. So without further ado, begin by making your way onto your mats, lying on your back, and allowing your breath to be long and slow here. So we're going to begin today's class in a position seated. And as you begin to find your way into your practice right now, you're going to begin to observe your inhalations and your exhalations. So take your legs to a cross-legged position and just begin to breathe here. So as we first begin and we talk about our seat, you want to be seated in a comfortable way. So if when you cross your legs you feel uncomfortable here, please consider just extending your legs forward and closing your eyes as well. And just begin to observe your breathing. And as you observe your breathing, you'll start to notice various parts of the body. You may notice the sit bones rooted down to the mat. You may notice the outer thighs rolling towards the inner thighs. You may notice the sternum lengthening to the crown of the head. You may notice the shoulders releasing down the spine. And this is a great starting point because this allows for us to observe our breathing and maintain a sense of body awareness. And as you feel ready, you'll take your hands, you'll bring your palms to the center chest. You'll press your palms in firmly towards one another. And you'll begin to spread across the collarbones here as you lift the chest towards the hands. We're going to start today's practice with a gentle Om, and then we'll begin with our movement. Take a deep breath in. Interlace the fingers here, press your palms forward in front of you. Take your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. So as you take the arms all the way up towards the ceiling, feel the sit bones rooting down towards the mat. Allow the side ribs to lengthen to the armpits. Allow the armpits to lengthen to the fingers. Continue to lengthen through the chest here. And as you exhale, release the palms. Let the palms still face one another. And begin to twist the body over towards the right. As you twist over towards the right, reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, any amount more. And as you exhale, bending that right elbow, releasing the right hand behind the back, left arm comes over the top of the right knee. Breathe here as you lift the chest, and use the back of the left palm to turn the chest any amount towards the right side of the room. Inhale, lengthening here as you lift through the heart, and as you exhale, twisting over your right shoulder. So just breathe here with the eyes closed, the breath long and slow. Good. As you inhale, float the arms back up towards the ceiling, palms face one another. Turn the chest over towards the left side of the room. Release the left hand back and behind you. Spin the right arm palm to face the ceiling. And begin to rotate the chest here. So as you breathe, allow the left shoulder to move in towards the center chest. Allow the center chest to lift up towards the sternum. Continuing to breathe here as you elongate through the spine. Inhale, floating those arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands back down to the side. So walk the fingers back slightly, allow the elbows to draw in towards one another, and begin to inhale, lifting through the center chest. The belly hugs in here. The shoulder blades move down the spine as you continue to lift the chest up and in. Good. As you inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling one more time. As you exhale, begin to turn the chest to the left. Lift the right arm up. Sorry about that. And as you exhale, begin to twist over the left. Take your right hand, cross your right hand over the top of your left thigh. Breathe here. So once again, begin to shift the weight over from the left to the right as you lift the center chest up towards the crown of the head. Breathe here as you begin to feel both shoulder blades moving in towards the center chest. Lift through the heart and the sternum. Good. Inhale, float those arms back up. As you exhale, twist towards the other side. Release the right hand behind the back. Take the left hand, cross it over the top of the right thigh. Inhale, peeling up the chest here. And continuing to breathe. As you breathe, allow the left side of the chest to turn to the right side of the room. Allow the belly to hug in towards the sternum. Turn the head over towards the right side. Good. Inhale, float those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take the palms back down to the sides. Walk the hands behind the back here once again. Bend the elbows. Draw the shoulder blades into the spine. Allow the collarbones to spread wide apart as you release the tops of the trapezius away from the ears. Good. And then from here, we'll find our way onto our mats. We're going to start in tabletop pose. Spread across the fingers. See that the wrists are parallel with the top of the mat. Allow the shoulders to draw in towards the sides of the torso as you lengthen the chest forward and up. As you exhale, round through the spine and release the head all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, peel the chest on up and float the sternum all the way through the triceps. That's it. As you exhale, rounding the spine here, press firmly down through the thumb and the forefinger as you allow the tops of the shoulders to roll down towards the fingers. Inhale, peeling the chest forward and up here. Good. And as you exhale, rounding through the spine. Now tuck the toes underneath. Press the tops of the feet back. As you float the legs back, find your way into downward facing dog pose. See that the heels are pressing back. See that the arms are pressing forward. And release the entire head all the way down towards the mat. Spread across the fingers. Continue to engage the core muscles here. And allow for the body to continue to press down as you lengthen up through the tail. Good. As you exhale, lower the knees back down to the mat. Inhale, peel the chest forward, come into tabletop pose. Float the right leg back. So as you float the right leg back, notice that the right hip wants to open up. Can you turn the right outer thigh, lift the right inner thigh up rather. Press down firmly through the thumb and the forefinger. Continue to draw the left outer hip back. Lengthen through the chest here as you breathe. As you exhale, draw that right knee down. Press through the right knee, press through thumb and forefinger. Inhale, float the left leg up. Again, the left hip wants to open up here. Can you turn the top of the left hip down? Lift through the left inner thigh crease. Extend from the gluteus muscle all the way out towards the top of the heel. Breathe here as you hug the belly in. As you exhale, lower that left knee down. Spread across the fingers. Allow the forearms to move forward. Allow the thigh bones to move back. Downward facing dog pose. So, as you find your way into downward facing dog pose, release the head down towards the mat. And allow for the eyes to soften here. Continue to feel those hip bones drawing back towards the heels. Continue to feel the thigh bones engaged here. Good. And then as one more time, you're going to lower those knees all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, peel up the chest again. As you exhale, float the right leg back again. So as we float the right leg back, once again, allow the inner leg to lift more than the outer leg. That's it. You're going to hug in the belly. So you should feel an activation of the rectus abdominis muscles here. And then draw the right knee in towards the chest. Round the spine, just like we did earlier, cat pose. Inhale, float that leg back 2 more times. As you exhale, rounding through the spine here. So knee to chest, shoulders over wrist, round. Inhale, floating that leg back and up. One more time, knee to chest, shoulders over wrist. This time, just step the right foot in between the hands. If you have blocks, place blocks on either side of the right foot and come into a low lunge. As you find your way into a low lunge, press down through the fingers. Spread across the fingers here. Feel the inner forearms drawing back as you lengthen the chest forward. That's it. So continue to breathe here as you elongate through the chest. You're bending deeply in through the right knee, and you're flexing through the right foot. So see that the right outer hip draws back. See that the left hip drives forward. That's it. Then from here, tuck the left toes underneath. Float the left leg up and begin to bend more deeply into the right knee. So the right calf is moving towards the shin. The right outer hip is moving towards the left heel. You can take your right hand, place it into your right hip crease, and as you bend deeper into that right knee, you're going to draw the right outer hip back. This action is very common throughout our practice. And as you exhale, lower that right hand down. Release the left knee down. Glide the right leg to straight, and then begin to release the head down here as you stretch through the entire front of your right leg. Good. And then from here, walk those hands forward. Step your right leg back to meet your left, and then once again, press your way back into downward facing dog. So spread across the fingers, press the forearms forward, float the thighs back, downward facing dog pose. Continue to feel the inner legs lifting up, just like we did earlier. Continue to feel the tops of the shoulders spreading across the back body. And as you feel ready, releasing those knees all the way down towards the mat. Once again, inhale, floating the left leg on up. As the left leg floats on up, spin the left foot down. Engage your core muscles here. Spread across the fingers. Engage your core, left knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Round the spine. Inhale, floating the left leg on and up. As you exhale, rounding through the spine here and releasing the head down. Inhale, floating that left leg up. That's it. One more time. Left knee comes to chest, shoulders over wrists. Step the left foot in between the hands. Again, take your hands to blocks. Place your blocks on either side of your mat. Bend into that left knee. Breathe here as you lift through the chest. And as you continue to breathe here, drive the left hip back. Draw the right hip forward. So you can stay here if you want. Otherwise, you can tuck the right toes underneath. Press back through that right heel and begin to float that right leg up. Take your left hand into the left hip crease and draw the left outer hip back. As the left outer hip draws back, lengthen the left side of the chest forward here. Good. And as you feel ready, exhale, lower that right knee down. Glide the left leg to straight. Begin to lengthen the chest over the top of the thigh. And breathe here as you extend through your sternum all the way up through your crown of the head. As you exhale here, plant that foot on down. Bring your hands back to the side. Step your left leg back. Find your way one more time into downward facing dog pose. From downward facing dog pose here, you're going to begin to walk the hands back to the feet and come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Release the head on down. Breathe here into the back of the body. So as you breathe into the back of the body, just begin to feel the backs of the legs growing longer. Begin to feel the eyes softening, the breath becoming long and slow. Take your hands to the hips, press through the balls of the feet. Inhale, lifting the chest, finding your way up towards standing. So, we're going to begin to come through a bunch, or rather not a bunch, but we're going to begin to move through Surya A half series. So, as you feel ready, start in Tadasana. Inhale, float the arms up and above the head. As you exhale, hinge and fold. As you inhale, lengthen through the chest. As you exhale, fold. As you inhale, fold the arms up towards the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, bring the arms back down to the sides. Inhale, floating the arms up. Exhale, hinging and fold. Inhale, lengthening halfway here. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, floating the arms up towards the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, bringing the arms back down to the sides. And once again, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening here. Exhale, folding. Inhale, floating the arms up towards the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. Interlace the fingers here and press the palms up towards the ceiling, just like we did earlier. Begin to float those arms over to the right. Good, back to center. Begin to float those arms over to the left. Back to center. Look up towards those fingers here. And as you exhale, glide the hands out to your sides. Good. From here, take hold of your strap. So see that you're holding your strap in your hand. And begin to glide your arms once again over the head, holding onto the strap. So this is called Urdhva pose. Now as you take the arms to the strap, see that the hands are about shoulders width distance or a bit wider. You're going to begin to wrap the outer arms in. So you firm the triceps in. You engage the belly here. Good. You continue to lengthen from your fingers all the way through to the crown of the head as you press through the feet. And then from here, continue to engage the sternum. Continue to engage through the backs of the shoulders and lengthen your torso over towards the right side of the room. Keep wrapping the outer arms and keep breathing here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, change. Good. Inhale back to center again. Take those hands wider apart on that strap. Glide the hands so far back that the hands come back behind you. Begin to feel your chest opening up as you pull the fingers in opposite directions. Maintain hold of this strap and allow yourself to breathe into the shoulders and the neck. That's it. As you exhale, release the arms down and over top. Good, we're going to do that one more time. So start with the hands. See that the hands are about shoulders width distance apart. Hands hold onto the strap, raise the arms up above the head. Then from here, press through the balls of the feet. Inhale, engage the core, engage the thighs, and begin to take the arms out, 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 and open the chest here. Breathe here as you expand through the chest, heart, and sternum. Draw the belly in. Allow the chest to open here. Good. And then as you feel ready, glide the arms up and over the head, release the palms down to the sides. Now take the strap, place it over the right shoulder, and lift the right arm up. Spin the right palm to the back of the room, place the right palm on the right top of the shoulder, grab hold of the strap. Take your left arm, glide your left arm behind your back, glide the hand up the back, draw the left hand down, draw the right elbow up, and breathe here. See that the right elbow moves towards the center. See that the left elbow moves towards the center. Engage your core muscles here. Allow the side ribs to lengthen as you draw up through the right side of the chest, lengthen down through that left shoulder. So we're holding onto the strap here as we continue to drive the elbows towards the midpoint of the body. Good, and as you exhale, release the strap here. Take your hands out to the sides, Patangalayasana, or rather, Uttanasana. Not Uttanasana, Tadasana, sorry about that. Inhale, take the strap over the other side. Float the left arm up, place the left hand behind the back, grab hold of that strap. Take the right hand out, glide the right hand behind the back, grab hold of the strap. See that the left elbow draws to the ceiling. See that the right elbow draws towards the mat. Lift the chest up. Feel the inner thighs drawing back. Feel the tailbone lengthening down towards the heels. And breathing here. So the left elbow draws to the ceiling, the right elbow draws down to the floor. Good, and as you exhale, release the hands. Now take your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers here. You're going to come into a forward fold holding onto the strap. Inhale, lift those arms up and above the head, and pull the fingers away from each other. You're holding onto the strap here. This is a variation of Patangalayasana and Uttanasana. And breathe here. See that the weight travels forward from the heels to the toes. Keep opening up that right shoulder. Lengthen the chest, lengthen the heart, lengthen the sternum here. And release the hands to the sides. One more time. Take the hands to that strap. Inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling. And lengthen across the fingers. So spread across the back body here. Keep lengthening as you breathe. Good. And then as you exhale, release the hands down and to the sides. Very nice. Okay. So from here, we're going to move into our first of our kind of standing series. So you'll take the hands to the hips, you walk the feet wide apart, and you'll see that the feet are parallel with one another. So see that the right foot is a mirror image of the left foot. When you look at the feet, they're not only in the same position when it comes to space, they're also in the same distribution of energy. So the weight is traveling from the inner foot to the outer foot. You can feel your calf flesh moving forward towards your shin. You could feel your thigh flesh moving back towards your hamstring. And then you lengthen the arms out to the side and float the arms up so the palms are parallel with the mat. If you look out towards the right, you could see that the right palm is in line with the right shoulder. If you look out to the left, you can see that the left arm is in line with the left shoulder. Keep the feet where they are. Spin the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, turn the palms down to the mat and float the arms parallel with the floor. Spin the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, turn the palms to face the floor. Glide the hands parallel with the mat. Spin the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, float the arms on up. As you exhale, turn the palms to parallel. Glide the hands to parallel with the floor. Hands come to the hips here. Bring your blocks and place your blocks to either side of your right foot. Place your hands on your hips. Spin your hips over the right. And then from here, you're going to bend deeply into that right knee. So start here. This is called Warrior Two pose. As you take Warrior Two pose, see that your right heel is in line with your left arch. So maybe straighten that leg for a moment and see that the heel of the foot lines up with the back arch of the foot. Keep lifting the chest here. Good. As you exhale, bend deeply into that right knee and maybe lift the right toes off the mat. The reason why we do that is because it begins to activate the inner and outer foot. Now turn the left outer hip in and glide the arms out to the sides once again. Look towards the left and see your left arm is in line with the left shoulder. Look towards the right and see that your right arm is in line with the right shoulder. Look back to center and see that your hip bones are releasing down as your chest lifts up. Hands come to the hips here, straighten through that right leg. Good. So now begin to hinge the hips on forward, hinge the hips on forward, hinge the hips on forward. So you're beginning to lengthen the right side of the chest over that left leg. Now, you want to place your right hand right below your right shoulder here. So some of us may want to use a block, maybe even two blocks here, but you want to see that that right hand is right underneath the right shoulder. So if you look down, you just want to see that right hand under right shoulder. And then you're going to press through the right balls of the foot. Bend a little bit into that right knee so the right calf moves towards the right shin. Hug the right outer thigh in and begin to float the left arm up towards the ceiling. So the right shoulder is down to the ground, the left arm is up towards the ceiling. If you look up at that left arm, you could see it's in line with the left shoulder. If you look down at the right hand, you could see it's in line with the right shoulder. Press through the left ball of the foot and breathe here. Good. Inhale, lifting that left arm up. Hands come back to the hips and bend deeply into that right knee. As you bend into that right knee, lift the right toes up off the mat and see that your arms lengthen out of your chest. So one more time here. You're looking to the left, seeing your left hand lines up with the left shoulder. You're seeing that your right arm lines up with the right shoulder. Glide the chest on forward. Place the right forearm on the right thigh, and then place the left hand on the left hip. So the right knee is still bent at 90 degrees. If you were to look down over that leg, you could see the top of the shin, but the knee is still bending here. And then from here, you place that left ball of the foot down and begin to turn the chest up towards the ceiling. Now float that left arm up towards the ceiling here and breathe. As you float that left arm up, see that the left hip spins down. See that the left palm releases down to the mat and glide the left arm up and over the head. Bend deeply into that knee and continue to lengthen through the chest here. This is called side angle pose. Belly hugs in. Roll the left shoulder back. Begin to spin the top of the arm down. So external rotation in the top arm all the way to the pinky finger. Inhale, float that arm back up. Let the left arm lift back up. Warrior Two pose again and straighten through that leg. Right leg, rather. Take your blocks, place your blocks on the other side of your, bring back to center and place them on the other side of your foot. So we set our block up before the foot and behind the foot, and it's primarily for a couple of reasons. Keeps the foot tracking down the center of the mat. Secondly, when we move into our triangle pose, it keeps our body in a proper alignment. So first look to see that your left heel is in line with your left hip. Second, see that your left heel is in line with the back arch. Right foot is turned in slightly here. As you feel ready, hands on the hips, begin to bend deeply into that left knee. As you bend deeply into that left knee, begin to feel the right outer pinky toe side of the foot pressing down. So we bend into the knee, the left buttocks is drawing in, the right outer thigh is pressing back, and then you can feel the feet making contact with the mat. Glide the arms out to the sides. Look to the right, see that the right arm is in line with the right shoulder. Look to the left, see that the left arm is in line with the left shoulder. Take the hands back onto the hips here. Good. So we're here for a moment just to feel into those legs. And then as you feel ready, straighten through that left leg. So again here, just notice that the leg is in a single plane. The left knee is bent slightly. We call this a micro bend, and this is what allows for the leg to create its length. So as you press through the right pinky toe side of the foot, drive the left outer hip back. Take the left hand, place it on a block, and directly underneath the shoulder. So typically we place the hand back behind the foot. Some people place it in front of the foot. It's best to place it behind because you can lift through the chest and you can draw the left buttocks in. But to place it in front is fine too, as long as you draw the left shin forward. As you continue to breathe here, you can look down at that leg and just see that that leg is in a straight line. You can look down at that arm and see that the block is directly below the left shoulder. Now keep pressing into the right pinky toe side of the foot. Inhale, float the right arm up towards the ceiling. So once again, our arms are in the same posture that we just took. Only difference is that our torso is lengthening and our legs are straight instead of the left knee being bent. Right pinky toe side of the foot presses down. Right belly draws in. Right chest lifts up. Press down through the left ball of the foot. And like I said, micro bend into that left knee. Inhale, float the right arm up. Hands come back to the hips. Bend deeply into that left knee. So the left knee bends again to 90 degrees. Knee tracks over the second toe. Place your left elbow on top of the left thigh. Inhale here, float the right arm up towards the ceiling. Glide that hand to the back of the room. Glide that arm up and over the head. Keep breathing here as you spin the chest down or up towards the ceiling. Keep bending into that left knee and breathing here. So as you draw the left outer hip back, continue to lengthen the chest forward. Continue to breathe into the side of the body. Inhale, float that arm back up. So you keep this length in the body and then let the body lift you up. Keep that left knee bent. Take the arms out to the sides again. Right arm draws back, left arm draws forward. So here, once again, we're holding the pose, belly's hugging in, chest is lengthening in opposite directions, tailbone is releasing down. Straighten through that leg. We're going to take the feet and turn the feet to the front of the mat. And place your hands right underneath your chest, just like this. This is called wide stance fold, Restorative Tadasana A. As you feel ready here, A variation, release the head on down. You could even stack up blocks here if you want to place the head down on blocks. It's fine. As you continue to breathe here, bring the hands back, just like we started with today. Can you come up under your fingertips, hug the elbows in, and draw the shoulders away from the ears? Those trapezius muscles begin to move away from the ears here. See that the left outer foot is pressing down. See that the right pinky toe side of the foot is pressing down. Feel the knees bend slightly. Feel the side ribs lengthening here. And breathe as you draw the outer elbows in. Good. Now lift the chest up. Take the hands down to the blocks. Inhale, lengthening on up. Take the hands to the hips. Lift the chest up. You're going to step the feet towards one another. And release the hands, palms down to the sides. Breathe here in Tadasana. So this is really our first pause that we've had since the beginning, I would say. And this is an opportunity for us to just feel into the feet. So see that the feet are pressing down. See that the knees are bent slightly. Feel the thighs pressing back. Feel the buttocks lengthening towards the heels. Feel the side ribs drawing up towards the armpits. Inhale again. Float the arms up towards the ceiling. Urdhva arms. Good. As you exhale here, bend those knees, Utkatasana legs. So this is a way that we release the outer thigh towards the inner thigh. Really nice for the legs, really nice for the low back. Continue to breathe here as you lengthen through the chest. Then straighten those legs. Take the arms out to the sides. 2 more times. Arms come on up. Bend through those knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Straighten through the legs. Place the arms down and out to the sides. 1 more time. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, Utkatasana pose. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Exhale, arms come to the sides. Good. Now, place your blocks on either side of your right foot. Step your left leg back. Bring your hands to your hips here, and then turn your chest forward to face the front of the mat. So, we're going to move into Parsvatonasana pose. So see that your left heel is turned out slightly. See that your right heel is facing in line with your right hip. And your feet are about hips width distance apart or wide or even. You want to see that your feet are about 3 feet apart from one another, like 3 feet from the right heel to the left heel. And then from here, just lean on forward and place those hands to the blocks. Now the blocks walk back to right underneath the shoulders, just like we did a moment ago. And you press down through the pinky toe side of the left foot. Allow the left outer hip to draw forward. As you press down through the right ball of the foot, allow the right outer hip to draw back. Breathe here as you lengthen through the chest, the heart, the sternum. And as you exhale, just begin to close the eyes and fold. So this is our extended variation of the pose. Now, as you bend the elbows, release the head on down. You may just bend the elbows a little bit. You may just release the head a little bit. But you're allowing for that right hip to draw back. You're allowing for the left chest to draw forward. Good. And then as you feel ready here, take the blocks, hold on to them, lift the chest, turn back to center, turn to the other side. So we place the blocks on the other side, walk the left toes over to the left. Press that right outer foot down. See that left hip draws back. Good. Continue to lengthen the chest here. So walk the hands back so the hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Continue to press through the right ball of the foot. Drive the right outer hip forward. Continue to press through the left ball of the foot. Drive the left hip back. See that both sides of the chest are lengthening here as you breathe. And then as you inhale here, lift the chest up, lift the heart up. Come back to center with those legs. You could place the blocks in front of you for a moment. You're going to step the feet back together once again. One more time, lift up the arms. One more time, come into a forward fold. Once again, feel free to place the hands on the blocks. You can always lower the setting. You could even bring the hands down to the mat. Light bend in those knees. Release the head on down and breathe here. This is called Uttanasana, or forward fold pose. So see that the weight is even in the feet. See that the knees are bent. Feel the thigh bones lifting up. Release the head down. Good, then take the chest up. Find your way back up. All right. And now you're going to find your way onto your back. So as you find your way onto your back, you're going to hug your knees into the chest here and breathe. So the knees hug into the chest. And let's start with Ekapada pose. So you're just going to hold your right knee into the chest here. You're going to draw both shoulders down and release the head on down. So feel the elbows moving away from the center chest. Feel the left toes pressing down towards the mat. Draw the right knee in towards the midline of the body and allow for the breath to be long until here. So the shoulders continue to move away from the ears. Take the left knee into the chest. Release the right foot down. So as you draw the left knee into the center chest, Lengthen the left hip away from you. Press to the right ball of the foot. Continue to feel both elbows drawing in towards the midline of the body. Continue to feel both shoulders releasing down the mat. As you continue to breathe here, feel the center chest lengthening in and up. As you exhale here, feel yourself releasing any amount down. Good. And then as you feel ready, releasing the left foot down to the mat. So from here, just begin to rotate the knees over to the left and back to center, and the knees over to the right and back to center here. So this gives us a great opportunity, if you will, to kind of rotate those legs from side to side and allow for us to kind of move back and forth throughout our pose. So move those legs over to the left and move those legs over to the right. All right. Now from here, let's roll over onto our side and press our way on up. So we're going to take ourselves and sit onto our seat. So you'll sit onto your cushion, your blanket, and then you'll begin to, again, lengthen your legs on forward in front of you. This is called Tadasana staff pose. And Tadasana staff pose is as common as we see Tadasana, or mountain pose. So you press down through the feet, you press down through the shins, you press down through the thighs, walk the hands back, inhale, peel the chest on out. So we're going to start by taking the arms up towards the ceiling. This is called Urdhva Hastasana Tadasana pose. Now, see if you can lift through the sternum and allow those shoulder blades to move in towards the back of the spine. So you're really lifting up from the low back. You're not folding forward here. You're just lifting up through those fingers, lifting up through the arms. Draw the right knee into the chest. Hug that right knee in. And then take the left hand back behind you. So as you draw the left hip in, spin the chest and allow the chest to rotate towards the back of the mat. Allow yourself to breathe here. Press down through the right ball of the foot. Allow yourself to spin the chest over all the way towards the left shoulder. Good. Come back to center. Extend the right leg forward. Draw the left knee in. Drive the left arm around that left leg. Take the right hand around the back of the body. Inhale, begin to peel the chest up. As you exhale, begin to twist here. As you twist, continue to elongate through the center chest. Continue to feel the breath becoming long and slow here. Good. And as you exhale, extend that left leg forward in front of you. Draw your right knee in. Bring your right foot in towards the center chest, and then release your right leg out to the right side. Take your strap, place your strap over the top of your left leg. As you draw your left thigh in, begin to lengthen the chest here. So one of the most common issues with this pose is a very rounded lower back. So what you want to do is focus on lengthening the chest like we did in the Tadasana pose. So don't worry about rounding. You can, as you lower the head, you'll notice here, this is where we round. But if you instead lengthen out of the chest, you may start to find that the backs of the hamstrings become a little bit longer here, and maybe even micro millimeters here. You could start to feel the body lengthening forward towards that left leg. It may not even be that much, but as the body lengthens here, you'll feel that the elbows draw back. You'll feel that the center chest lengthens forward. Good, and then as you exhale, let's take your left leg, let's draw it in, let's take your right leg, lengthen it out. And breathe here. So again, let's take your right leg out in front of you and continue to lengthen. Press to the right ball of the foot. Drive the right outer hip back. And breathe. Continue to lengthen through the heart, chest, and the sternum. Breathe here. So this is once again where we elongate ourselves and where we deepen in our pose. So over time in this pose, you should feel longer. It's a way of getting longer with the body. So as you press down through the right thigh, lengthen the left side of the chest forward. Feel the right hip drawing back. Feel the left knee pressing down. Breathe here as you elongate. So try not to round. Try to lengthen. Lift and fold. Lift and fold. All right. And then let's just remove that strap. You're going to take both your legs out here. Take your strap. Bring it over the tops of your feet. And again, lengthen those legs on forward. Glide your chest forward. Bend those elbows. Lift the chest on up and breathe. Continue to lengthen through the chest, the heart, the sternum. And then as you feel ready, place your strap to the side. All right, so from here again, find your way onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. One more time, you're going to take the right knee in. You're going to take your strap and you're going to place your strap over the top of the right leg. So this is called Supta Padangusthasana with a bent left knee. Inhale, float the left leg up. So we take this pose for a couple of reasons. Number one, believe it or not, we're actually in the same pose that we just were in, Janu Shirshasana. Just our foot is on the side. So you're extending one leg forward, you're drawing the shoulder blades in towards the center chest. You're allowing the sternum to lengthen up towards the right foot. You're allowing the belly to retract down towards the mat. Keep extending and breathing here. And as you exhale, bend that right knee, release the right foot on down. Take the left knee into the center chest, lift that left leg up. Left leg lifts on up, press through the right ball of the foot and breathe here. Keep lengthening up, keep pressing up, keep drawing the shoulders down towards the mat. Allow yourself to elongate here as you breathe. Right ball of the foot presses down, left heel lifts on up. Hug that belly in. Feel the shoulders moving down away from the ears. Feel the neck long here. And then as you feel ready, exhale, begin to bend that knee and release. Good. Take your feet now. I've been doing this throughout the weeks. Take your feet, and we're going to find our way into Supta Padangusthasana feet. So you have blocks. You place a block on either side of the legs, and you begin to release your feet on either side. Just begin to breathe here as you allow your head to release, allow the chest to release. Close those eyes. Engage your core muscles. And breathe here. Then eventually you're going to let the legs extend fully forward on your mat. For many students, you may need a blanket behind the back of the head. And the reason for that is because you might want your neck to be relaxed here. You might want your head to be relaxed. Typically, the arms come out to the sides. You can obviously place the hands on the belly if you want, but hands can come out to the sides. Walk the shoulders underneath the chest. Allow the arms to spread wide apart. Allow the fingers to spread wide apart. Take the knees to a bend. Begin to rock the knees right and left a few times here. Good, and roll over onto your side. Press your way on up. Find your way into a seated position. Cross those legs. Lengthen the chest, the heart, the sternum. Take the hands into the center chest. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste, yogi. So thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this morning's practice. Really nice. This is kind of like a mild level 1 class. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up sign on Facebook, like the page, or YouTube. Hit this bell, as they say. As I usually do, I close the class with just a little bit of sharing. And all right. So thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. My name is Jason Gorenstein. This is our this is our Hatha Yoga 1 class. Our next class is Sunday, June the 21st, 2020. Also teach for my company, Yoga Works, on Saturday at 2:30 if you're interested in that class. So that's a level 1 class as well. I hope that you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. If you enjoy, please like the page, heart the page if you'd like, or heart the video. Also commenting I like, and sharing is preferred. There's a little Venmo, so if you feel like Venmoing, always grateful for that. And I hope that you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. As I usually say, my friends, be well, be happy. Namaste, yogis. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. We have classes throughout the day, so if you're not already aware, at Yoga with Jason G, find your way to my Facebook page, and you'll see live streaming videos. Thank you guys. All right, talk soon. Bye, guys.